Do you feel that murmur in the air? A portal is activated under your skin. Are you ready to receive that unknown vibration? For your soul to recognize a new light code? The moon aligns with Taurus today, activating a frequency of deep revelation, like a channeled message from Dolores Cannon that connects you to the destiny that awaits you. Soon you will see how that inner key will unlock a secret that will transform your entire reality. Have you ever felt the earth beneath your feet suddenly hum with promise? Can you perceive the faint glow of a new frequency rising through your bones? The energy you sense, dear Taurus, is no mere coincidence. It is the cosmic invitation you've been waiting for. Today, the moon in Cancer aligns harmoniously with your sign, illuminating emotional thresholds and activating ancestral seeds within your soul. It's as if the universe suspends time just for you, offering a moment to step beyond old boundaries. Beneath this lunar embrace, Venus, the ruling planet of Taurus, swings into alignment with Uranus in Taurus. This rare conjunction stirs a pulse of unexpected blessings, creative breakthroughs, financial winds shifting, seeds you planted long ago readying to sprout overnight. Do you feel that thrill in your heart, a quiet certainty that the path ahead will transform? If this message is already echoing in your heart, don't let it pass like a fleeting breeze. Subscribe now and leave a comment below. Share the word or symbol that's been following you lately. You're not alone in this moment. Others are walking through this portal with you, and your voice might be the light someone else needs to hear. Imagine standing in the threshold of your home at twilight. A gentle breeze sweeps through, carrying a scent of blossoming jasmine and fresh earth. The sky above opens in a cradle of soft pink and lavender light, a portal of turning, guiding you into what is next. That's your cosmic moment calling. In hours, you may receive a message, an email, a conversation, an inner knowing that will pivot your life in a new direction. Perhaps a nurturing idea takes hold. A project you nurtured in silence suddenly resonates with the right person. Perhaps an old fear melts as you embrace the loyalty and steadiness that define Taurus. Can you trust this process? Yes. The planetary symphony is orchestrating your growth. Astrological event highlight. Full moon in Capricorn occurs within 24 hours, anchoring your dreams into tangible form. Capricorn's disciplined energy gives you the structure to manifest what Venus-Uranus stirred. Mercury retrograde ends in Gemini, easing communications and opening doors you thought closed, especially in education, travel, or digital ventures. Mars enters Cancer, infusing your domestic life with dynamic courage. Boundaries you set now will be protective and empowering. These alignments form a trifecta. Venus-Uranus ignites the spark, the full moon grounds it, and Mars in Cancer guards it. Taurus, you stand at the nexus. Seeds planted in your spirit now push through soft earth towards the sun. You may ask, what will shift? It could be subtle, a thought altering your morning routine, or monumental, a conversation leading to a partnership, promotion, or creative release. Either way, trust that these hours are sacred and charged. The skies are painting a new map for you, one built on love, resilience, and divine timing. Let your senses open. Notice the warmth in your heart, the clarity in your mind. Notice how small synchronicities keep drawing you toward what matters: family, home, deep values. The earth energy that grounds you is now your ally, lifting you through purpose. Dear soul of Taurus, let your voice rise now. Write here your decree, brief, potent, tuned to this moment of cosmic awakening. Feel the vibration of your words, soft yet powerful, and know the universe is already answering. Decree, I open the sacred portal within me, anchoring divine blessings, embracing grounded abundance, and walking into my destiny with unwavering trust. Share your decree below. Speak it as truth, and watch how your life will begin to align with this luminous blueprint. The portal of turning, something divine descends upon your home. There comes a moment, Taurus, when silence speaks louder than any prophecy, when the stillness around you isn't absence, but presence, a sacred presence. This is where you now stand, in the eye of your own transformation, where nothing seems to move on the outside, yet everything shifts on the inside. Have you noticed how the air feels denser at certain hours, how your emotions resurface at unexpected times? This is not your imagination. The full moon in Capricorn is brushing the axis of your inner and outer world, illuminating structures, emotional, familial, spiritual, that must evolve. And within you, something ancient stirs, a remembrance of what it means to be fully seen, fully safe, fully home. As Uranus continues to dance in your sign, it does not do so gently. This is the planet of sudden upheaval, of quantum leaps, and when it merges energies with Venus, your celestial guardian, it whispers not in words, but in frequencies. It's time to unbind yourself from comfort zones that have become cages, time to say yes to the garden you only dreamed of cultivating. But the magic isn't in what appears, it's in what dissolves. Old obligations, self-sabotaging habits, cycles of scarcity passed down like heirlooms. You may already feel the shedding. Perhaps relationships that once defined you now feel distant. Perhaps a role you wore like skin is cracking, asking to be released. This is your spiritual exfoliation, Taurus. Let it happen. Let go of trying to understand every detail. The fixed nature of your sign longs for stability, but spirit now demands surrender. And while surrender may feel like death to the ego, it is rebirth to the soul. You are entering a space where the divine can speak directly through your body, your breath, your intuition. If you've been waking at odd hours, especially around 2 to 4 a.m., know that it's not insomnia. It's a calling, a cosmic alarm, gently nudging you to reconnect with something greater. Use this time. Light a candle. Whisper a prayer. Journal the feelings that won't leave you. You're not alone in this. Mars, now in Cancer, adds a layer of fierce emotional courage to your inner landscape. You might feel a protective urge rising to fortify your sanctuary, to stand up for your peace, to declutter both your space and your soul. And you must listen. Mars doesn't push gently, it surges. And in Cancer, it asks you to protect what matters, especially your emotional well-being. Do you feel more sensitive lately? Less tolerant of chaos, noise, inauthenticity? That is your soul calibrating to a higher frequency. It no longer accepts crumbs where it once begged for a meal. You are remembering your worth, not through applause, but through alignment. And here's a secret the stars want you to hear. Your peace is no longer negotiable. Saturn, now retrograding through Pisces, gently tugs at your house of dreams, intuition and healing. It wants to know, what illusions are you finally ready to dismantle? What responsibilities were never yours to carry? And what would happen if you let grace guide your next decision? This retrograde is a spiritual audit, not to punish, but to liberate. If you've been feeling tested, it's because you're being recertified for your next chapter. A chapter that requires deeper self-trust, sacred boundaries, and the willingness to risk comfort for authenticity. Dear Taurus, your soul doesn't want perfection, it wants presence, it wants truth. It wants to live not just safely, but fully. This moment, wrapped in astrology's quiet insistence, invites you to do exactly that. Let yourself change. Let your home, your body, your relationships be renewed. The divine is descending, but not with fanfare, with stillness, with whispers, with the deep, soft voice of the earth beneath your feet saying, "Welcome home." The portal of turning, something divine descends upon your home. Taurus, have you ever felt your heart preparing for something before your mind could name it? As if an invisible tide began to pull you toward a version of yourself you've never met, but always known. That's what's happening now. This isn't simply a period of change. This is a sacred crossing. While the cosmos recalibrates your physical world, a more tender miracle is unfolding in the chamber of your emotions. You who have loved with unwavering loyalty, often quietly, often sacrificially, are now being summoned to experience love not as labor, but as light, not as burden, but as beauty. The alignment of Venus with Uranus has already stirred the ground under your feet. But now it reaches deeper, into your heart, into the very root of your longing. If you are in a relationship, expect it to shift, soften, reawaken. Your partner may begin to reflect your inner work in surprising ways. Conversations that once felt impossible now flow. You may feel seen in a way you've always craved, but never dared request. But if the foundation is weak, this energy will also reveal the cracks. You will no longer tolerate being half met. If you are walking alone, Taurus, a new soul may be arriving, one who recognizes you beyond this life, who touches you not with force, but with presence. Their energy will feel familiar, but not like the past. It will be calm, whole, like the home you forgot you lost. Taurus, if you're still with me, it means your soul recognized something sacred here. Don't keep that light to yourself. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the signs still to come, and leave a comment below with one word: awakening. That single act might just open the door for more synchronicities to appear in your life. And what is love for Taurus, if not home? There is a reason this season draws you inward. The full moon in Capricorn, a fellow earth sign, anchors your desires in the realm of the real. It says, stop romanticizing pain. Stop calling hardship devotion. Let love find you in your rest, not your resistance. You may receive signs, songs, dreams, feathers, names whispered in your thoughts. Pay attention. Spirit communicates now through subtle threads, because your intuition has never been stronger, and it speaks clearest when you are still. Are you ready to be loved without having to earn it? Astrologically, Pluto's retrograde in Aquarius touches your 10th house of legacy and reputation. It doesn't just change how others see you, it invites a metamorphosis in how you see yourself. You are no longer meant to shrink. Your softness is not a weakness, it is your power. This shift will echo through your work, your home, your very posture. You may feel the urge to redesign your space, alter your appearance, change your routines. These are not whims. They are your body preparing to receive what your spirit already chose. Be mindful of people returning from the past. Some come to close karmic chapters. Others come to test whether you've truly learned your worth. Ask yourself, does this energy build me or blur me? The portal you now stand before is not visible, but it is real. You cross it not with your feet, but with your choices, with your breath, with your willingness to stop waiting for permission and begin embodying your truth. Let yourself grieve what no longer fits. That grief is the ash from which your new self will bloom. The portal of turning, something divine descends upon your home, Taurus. Do you sense the air shifting around your destiny? There are moments in a soul's journey when external events are only reflections, shadows dancing upon the walls of a deeper transformation taking place within. You are in such a moment now. The stars above are rearranging your path not as punishment, but as prophecy, and the movements you are seeing in your outer world, delays, decisions, unexpected turns, are not detours. They are design. Pluto's retrograde in Aquarius is not only calling you into a deeper examination of your legacy, it is urging you to break old contracts. Energetic ties that once defined your identity must now be released. These may be familial expectations, generational burdens, or roles you inherited rather than chose. But Taurus, your soul is older than those contracts, and now it claims its freedom. Do you feel the tension between safety and expansion, between holding on and stepping forward? This isn't fear, it's awareness. Your body remembers the pain of past betrayals, but the cosmos is saying the past is not your future, and you are not bound by what once broke you. Spirit shows me a doorway, half open, bathed in golden light, but your hand hesitates on the handle, not because you don't want what's on the other side, but because you still wonder if you are worthy to receive it. You are, not because of what you've endured, but because of who you are without the armor, the soft one, the steady one, the soul who held the line even when no one noticed. Taurus, your reward is not merely survival, it is sovereign joy. This season, spiritual guides gather near. Ancestors who walked before you, unseen allies, guardian spirits, they have whispered your name through synchronicities, numbers, dreams. If you felt chills without cause, sensed unseen presences, or received inner messages at odd hours, you are being guided, protected, remembered. Write their names, light a candle, honor their presence. The veil is thin, and what you acknowledge now becomes fuel for your elevation. Saturn retrograding in Pisces now invites you to revise your dreams, not to shrink them, but to refine their truth. This is not the time to chase fantasy. It is the time to anchor vision. The divine descending upon your life asks for structure, not control, but commitment, to build something not only beautiful, but lasting. And here's what few will tell you, Taurus. Your spiritual path is not loud. It doesn't demand applause. It hums quietly through the soil, through daily rituals, through your patience. But now, for the first time in many lifetimes, it begins to rise above the surface. Others will begin to see it. Some will misunderstand. Some will envy. But those meant to walk beside you will recognize it instantly. You don't need everyone to believe. You just need to believe enough to keep walking. This portal is not simply about receiving, it is about reclaiming your time, your rhythm, your values. The divine descends when you finally choose yourself. The portal of turning, something divine descends upon your home, Taurus. What happens when the soul says yes, and the universe listens? This is the final bend in your journey through this cosmic doorway. You've walked through inner seasons of release, revelation, recognition, and now the descent of divine energy into your life is no longer theory, it is presence. By now, you've likely felt the shift not just in your spirit but in the tangible world. Conversations arriving with perfect timing, the weight of a long-held burden finally dissolving, encounters that leave your heart vibrating with a sense of déjà vu. Taurus, these are not small signs, they are confirmations. You are no longer just wishing, you are witnessing, and in this witnessing, something holy occurs. A realization that the divine has always lived within you, beneath your routines, your responsibilities, your resilience. This descent isn't a new force. It is a long-awaited reunion between your body and your soul, between your longing and your becoming. This final portal opens as Chiron, the wounded healer, forms a subtle but powerful angle to your sign. Its whisper, let the wound teach, not define. Perhaps there is still one last ache, an old shame, a regret, a silent scar. You are not being asked to erase it, you are being asked to integrate it, because your healing is the lighthouse for others. You are not becoming someone new, you are remembering who you were before fear dressed you in layers of survival. Now is the time to move as if you are already whole, to speak as if your voice changes timelines, to love as if loss never taught you caution. What you touch now is sacred. The way you cook, the way you tend your garden, the way you hold space for a friend in silence, these are not mundane acts, they are rituals. And Taurus, you are the priestess of the earth, the keeper of the beautiful and the real. A destiny is calling, not in thunder but in harmony. It won't feel dramatic, it will feel like home, closing, invitation, and decree. Now that you've reached this final passage, I invite you, sacred soul of Taurus, to breathe deeply, to anchor what you've received not only in thought, but in action. Speak your decree in the comments below. Make it your offering, your activation. Decree, I am the sacred ground where heaven meets earth. I allow divine abundance, love, and truth to inhabit my life fully because I am ready, I am steady, and I am home. Write this, feel this, embody this. Let this not just be a reading, but a turning point in the map of your destiny. The portal has opened. Now, Taurus, step through. Before you go, take a sacred pause. If this message touched even a corner of your spirit, subscribe now and write your decree in the comments. Let the universe see your commitment. This isn't just content, it's your activation. Your future self is already watching, grateful that you said yes today.